Bob Hurley Sr., the legendary basketball coach of St. Anthony's High School, which just announced this week that it will be permanently shutting its doors after opening in 1952, spoke before a packed audience at the Knights of Columbus in Bayonne, where he lamented the closing.
But the big issue is just the decline of Catholic education and the options just closing doors as we speak. You know, and we're going to have to place 160 kids in schools. And, you know, I'm looking over here, a young man who registered in school. I feel as bad as family does that they're just, you know, we just don't have the ability to continue to do what we do. And then unfortunately, you know, 2 weeks from Monday, the same thing may happen with Marist High School. And all of a sudden, roughly 480 kids are going to, you know, be scrambling as to find the options are available. So that's a tough thing. It's been, you know, a miserable few days, as you would expect, because it's, you know, it's like your church closing.
We then interviewed Mr. Hurley on camera to ask him about the significance of the closing, as well as to follow up with a couple of related questions.
Well, you know, we knew for the longest time, you know, 6-8 weeks, that we had some requirements, and we were looking at not being able to reach 3 key things. So we were aware of it, you know. To tell the faculty, though, on April 5th that they all need new jobs, you know, these are people that taught my sons and, you know, and have done a great service to Catholic education. It was very difficult. But we needed to tell them as soon as possible because they've got to now make adjustments in their own lives. So, you know, Wednesday was not a great day. And I think each day since, you reflect more on what happened, the great stories. You know, to see Bobby Hattler here today, who graduated from St. Anthony's a year before I started coaching. And, you know, through my time down there, we've become good friends. And see him today here, I wasn't even aware of his position in the Knights of Columbus. So that was very nice. And we think about that when we look about the alums all over our state. We're very proud of what was done there.
You know, speaking of the Knights of Columbus, that's where we are right now. You're the guest speaker. What will be important to convey to the audience this morning?
Well, I think my belief in Catholic education and in the Catholic Church, and to look around the room, I see a lot of people that are of a certain age right now who were deeply involved in the church growing up. And one of the things I feel bad about is that our younger generation isn't as involved in the church as we were. Whether it's all of the parishes here in Bayonne when I was a kid, or my own parish, which is right across the Bayonne, Jersey City border, St. Paul's. You know, the size of the Catholic schools and the attendance at church, they're all things that are not the same. But if today I'm preaching to the choir, because these are the true Catholics that still believe and are and feel good about their relationship with the church.
You know, my last question, Mr. Hurley. Governor Chris Christie said on WFAN radio the other day, I don't know if you heard, he told Boomer and Carton that, hey, each of the sports commissioners from the NBA, the NHL, the NFL, and the MLB, if they each came up with $125,000 each to give the school $500,000 to keep the doors open, is that a viable option?
Well, the number is much bigger. You know, I think the open the door number that the Archdiocese would be happy with probably is closer to $2 million. And for the school to even be able to sustain itself, you know, the greatest issue is that the kids that are in our school, $6,100 for tuition is the number that they can reach with some help from scholarship, you know, financial scholarship money. If we were to raise the tuition to $9,000 or $10,000, then the deficit every year would be attainable, but we couldn't educate those kids. So our mission for the longest time has been to educate the kid whose family values Catholic education, but they just do not have the resources to go to a school to charge us more tuition. That being said, we've had 20 straight years of 100% college acceptance. You know, kids are going to schools all over the United States right now, so they're getting a quality education. So when we look back, we can reflect fondly, but some of those numbers are just not high enough to really, you know, to keep the mission going. And I'm resigned to the fact that It's been a great run. We need to place the kids that are in school now, make sure they're situated in other schools, and then, as I'm approaching 70, reinvent myself right now.
Mr. Hurley, thanks for your time and congratulations on a great career. Mark Bucinich reporting for the Hudson County View here at the Knights of Columbus facility in Bayonne, New Jersey, the eye of the community.